Alright guys, now we're gonna cover, this is part 3, and now we're gonna cover Forever Evil, the recent DC mega event that happened. So guys, I haven't really read it, so I mean I know the premise
okay.
and stuff, but like, what did you guys think about it?
I would rate it at on a scale of 1 to 10. I'd give it an 8. I liked it, but again, the art is really awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Finch.
Yeah, Finch. But the reason why I like it, I love it. I can't give it a 10 because like I've seen this in Earth 2. I've seen it. DC's done this before. That's I was really like, why are you rehashing stuff you've done before? You know, you just turn it into a mega event by including all the villains and all that, you know. So, but nevertheless, it's still good.
Yeah.
It's still good. I like
Yeah.
the premise, like in this new DC universe, how they were invaded by all these crazy and evil versions of themselves,
Yeah.
and it sets up all sorts of things. And then I love the turn of the rogues.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that which is pretty good. You know,
yeah.
and but you know where it went with Dick Grayson at the end, like. Okay, I think that you really want to give Dick Grayson a massive lift over here.
Yeah.
Maybe in preparation for the next Batman films or something. But it's still good. I loved it. You know?
Yeah, I mean that was my reaction too, right? Because like I like that that Grant Morrison Earth 2 story
Oh, yeah.
with Frank Whiteley.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like wow,
awesome.
that was an
Yeah, that was
awesome.
awesome.
It
I
was
got
awesome.
that in hardcover.
Right. Wow. And so I was thinking, oh man, what can they add here? And of course I was kind of pissed off because it was like it was originally a crossover between Justice League
Yeah, the
Dark,
Trinity
and
War.
Justice League America.
It turned out that Trinity War is a separate to this. That's what pissed me
Yeah,
off.
that pissed me off.
That pissed me off because I was getting Trinity War. I thought it would be self-contained, and
Yes.
instead it led into
It's a
this.
it's just basically a lead-in.
Basically a lead-in
Yeah.
to another event. That being said, I like Forever Evil. Like Rick, I was really happy with Jeff Johns and David Finch. There were parts where David Finch was inconsistent, but more often than not, he was really good. I like that at the end of it, there were some changes in the status quo. Like you said with Dick Grayson. I mean, I've been a Nightwing fan for so long. I collected some of the
So you
old
weren't pissed
series.
off? You weren't pissed off that he's like, but he's not Nightwing anymore. And
Okay,
he's like,
I liked him better in the black and blue than in black and red. I'm not sure about this whole Grayson thing, but I'm gonna give the first issue a shot. Thanks to Sandy. I'm gonna get that this week. I'm gonna check it out because Helena's gonna be involved also. Helena Bertinelli, who we all know as the Huntress.
not the Earth version.
Not
the
this is the current
Earth 1 version.
not the Earth 2 version
Yeah,
who is
yeah.
in World's Finest.
Okay.
I like the setup that Luthor gets to go into the Justice League along with Captain Cold because they're suddenly heroes, seen as heroes. So you're wondering, how long is this going to last? How long is he going to be perceived as a good guy? Or how long are Batman and everyone going to have to accept him as being part of the Justice League?
It's kind of similar to what happened with Norman Osborn in Marvel, right? Because after Secret Invasion,
Maybe Thunderbolts.
yeah, I mean, he became a hero. He was Norman Osborn was deemed a hero, so he basically took over. He kicked out Shield, and he got his own spy agency Hammer,
Yeah.
and then he handled the Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
They were the main Avengers as well.
It remains to be seen if it's going to turn out that way too. But
Yeah.
at the end of Forever Evil, leading into the first few issues of Justice League after that, there's already a confrontation between Luthor and
Yeah.
Batman, which was really
Yeah.
good.
I guess that's the difference, right? Because
Yeah.
the dynamic is that he's with the heroes.
Yeah,
Because Luthor already figured out who
yeah,
Batman
exactly,
is.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's getting a bit further after Forever Evil already, but those are the things that came out of Forever Evil. And again, by having the crime syndicate arriving on our Earth, suddenly the rogues are like, we don't like the way they do villainy. We do our own kind of villainy. So it's different.
Okay.
I like the takes on, finally you're allowed to see the origin of Ultraman. He's not just a paper cutter exactor verse of Superman. You get to see some of that through crossovers with Justice League. You get to see Owlman. You get to see Superwoman. Alexander Luthor is a major character at the end there. The new Power Ring, the relationship between Johnny Quick and Atomica.
Yeah.
I think it's because I've always liked the concept of a crime syndicate.
Yes,
An
I
exact
love it.
reverse.
Yes.
Yeah,
An exact reverse.
I love that. I love it.
It's not like Squadron Supreme in Marvel where they're analogies of DC heroes put in the Marvel
But they're
universe.
heroes over there.
Yeah. So
Not right away.
but not right away.
Villains of
Yeah,
the Avengers,
exactly,
right?
exactly, right. So I've always liked the crime syndicate concept, and I think that's part of what why this really clicked
That's
for me.
true. In fact, we just mentioned Crisis earlier. The very first season
Yeah.
of Crisis, it was them against
Exactly.
this antimatter thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Alexander
You know,
Luthor was a hero.
And I like what how Marv Wolfman wrote that. He said like they were villains, but they became heroes
Yep.
at the end.
Yeah.
But I think they were throwing another red herring over here. Forever Evil. People might attribute it to the crime syndicate, but actually it's to Luthor.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
true.
making it even more powerful.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
actually has that. It's it's like the Kingpin knowing that Matt Murdock is there.
Yeah.
Daredevil is Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
And this is huge because
Yep.
Batman is so centered to DC's mythos and all that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where this plays out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like the only thing about Justice League right now is that they keep on switching artists, right? It's always like,
Yeah, there's too much of a switching of
That's
artists.
Doug Mank one, that's Ivan Rice, and I love Ivan Rice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ivan Rice is always.
I mean,
been
I
one
like
of
Doug
my
Mankey when he was doing stuff with Grant Morrison.
Right.
I'm not so sure about right now. Yeah, it's been too inconsistent.
It's jarring because
Yeah,
their
it's jarring.
styles are different. I mean, I can see he's making an effort. I mean, I browsed a couple of versions of it. You see, he's making an effort to make it not as cartoony as his
For
style
me,
is.
if you're gonna do change of artist, finish an arc.
Yeah.
Then change. Not every other issue.
Recently, guys, since we're talking about DC here, I've started to get a lot of the pre-crisis stuff. Maybe it's because of my disenchantment with the way DC is now. Look, I love DC Comics. I grew up in DC just as much as Marvel, and I really don't like what they're doing. A lot of what they're doing, like you said, Trinity War. I mean, obviously it's an old concept, heroes against one another.
Yeah.
So, but it's how you execute it. I didn't like how they executed
Right.
it.
Yeah.
But my disenchantment with it, I started seeking out all these pre-crisis stuff. Getting Infinity Inc., Justice League of America, all those old stuff. Sword of the Atom, which I just picked out today.
Okay.
I love it. I love all
Gil
this
Kane.
old stuff. Yep, the
Gil
Kane.
Kane.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Classic stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
you wonder
Major
like,
eye bags. Gil Kane.
you wonder like what happened? What happened to the storytelling here? How come it's all become grim and gritty? I know I've been telling this to Jason a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what are you trying to do? Put everyone through the ringer here. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what Forever Evil is all about. I mean, for a while everyone thought that Dick Grayson was going to kick this bucket.
Yeah.
But
Because Danny Dio's been trying to kill him forever. But there's just too much fan following for Dick Grayson that he
but
can't do it.
like what I said, it's called Video Comics for nothing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Danny Dio, he's done some good stuff for DC, but
oh, definitely.
for me,
He's done more
his
harm than
loudness and his personality, it rubs me the wrong way too. It's not as bad as Bill Gemma's back in the day for Marvel.
Oh, God, yeah.
Who was really a dick.
That's too much.
But Danny Dio's, his obnoxiousness does bother me too. As
I
a
think-
DC fan,
I think he wanted to, because he saw what Joe Quesada was doing over there in Marvel, I think he wanted to outdo Joe Quesada by being a little more loud. But again, to Dan Didio's credit, at the start, they were doing some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that he got a little too much over his head
Yeah,
by
I agree.
telling everyone, you gotta do this, you gotta do that.
I
And
agree.
if you don't play it my way, then there's the highway.
yeah.
guys.
I agree.
So
The
that's
guys
tough.
gotta like start let's start wrapping up.
All right.
I mean, yeah. So
Basically, for me, Forever Evil was great DC event. It gives me hope that the next DC event, because inevitably there will be another, will be as good.
Is that right? I heard it's another crisis.
I've been, we've all been hearing that same rumor that they might reboot everything.
Marvel
again.
also.
I'm sick of these reboots too. But at least what we have now, it's great. Original Sin, it's 5 issues in out of 8, and I really liked it.
So at least, I think they're overall a lot of these event things are getting better.
Yeah.
I think they're learning. So, yeah, so it's promising, but especially with Marvel Axis, the next Marvel event coming out. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that as well. So at least they're learning.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right.